Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Sweeney, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm in a very good mood today. The weather outside is great. The weekend, it's almost here, almost. But tonight, Thursday night football with the Jets, Jets. But before I get out of hand, let's get this report and the imbibing underway, right? Because it's nearly 4 o'clock. The markets, they're about to close. It's time to run out of here to the bar and hold yourself a seat for tonight's game. It's happy hour in the Big Apple. Now today, U.S. stocks higher as investors skim through a series of key economic reports ahead of the Federal Reserve's next meeting next week. Now first, let's talk about all this data first. Initial jobless claims coming in at 260,000, slightly below expectations. August PPI coming in unchanged, missing expectations. Retail sales for August missing expectations, falling more than expected, while industrial production falling a more than expected 0.4% in August. And that's not all, as business inventories for July coming in unchanged versus an expected rise of 0.1%. Now, all of this data, or as I call it, the data barrage, is the very last one before the Fed begins its two-day meeting on monetary policy next week. Investors have been closely looking at economic figures, hoping that the data will help decide if the central bank raises interest rates or not. In other words, the Fed rate hike countdown begins. Also, oil rising 0.3% to $43.71 a barrel, but gains capped by returning supply from Nigeria and Libya. European markets trading flat after the Bank of England kept its interest rates unchanged, while the greenback rising against its major counterparts, especially the euro at 112.40. Combine all of this with Apple contributing the most gains to the Dow Jones this afternoon, rising more than 3%, and you have yourself a session right now where advancers well ahead of decliners right behind me at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's take a look to see how the markets are shaping up to close out the second to last trading session of the week. And since I already talked Apple, that counts as a corporation. It's time to talk sports. Yes, the New York Mets, they lost yesterday. They did not take the rubber game against the Nationals, but we have a weekend against the Twins. But more importantly, this evening, tonight, are you ready for some football? Jets, Jets. They agree as well. I can't wait to get out of here. Hopefully they can win and have an even, go 1-for-1 on the season, hopefully. Fingers crossed, up in Buffalo, they can do it. The Battle of New York versus New York/New Jersey. For Modern Wall Street saying I'll see you guys all tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be in a good mood. Come on, Jets. I'm James Sweeney.